Mystery at Blind Frog Ranch. Over the past few seasons, Blind Frog Ranch has carved its niche as a hybrid blend of adventure, mockumentary, and small-town Americana with a touch of the absurd. Season 4 closed on a loose end involving that beach boat, one of several enigmatic incidents on the ranch. As whispers begin to circulate about Season 5, fans and skeptics both are tuning in, searching for clues. Will the show lean deeper into genuine mystery, or double down on stage scenarios to clinch rating zone? Where Season 4 left off. Loose ends that demand a resolution. B. The end of Season 4. The iconic ranch felt suspended in anticipation. The image of the ramshackle vessel, half buried in desert sand, loomed as both metaphor and looming question mark. Drones had captured aerials of the boat, yet no crew had returned to dismantle or hide it. It stood there as an audience tease, a relic with no backstory, offering tantalizing scope for Season 5. Other plot threads remained dangling. A late season scene featuring Dwayne's unsteady gait suggested health concerns that had previously been deflected with humor. Some followers speculated he might be contending with a chronic issue, arthritis, lingering Lyme symptoms from the ranch's wildlife, or the natural wear of a life lived in rugged isolation. Though unsaid, that visual moment was a pivot. Producers rarely let these moments linger without intent to. The boat mystery, symbolic artifact, or set dressing. Why that boat, stranded so obviously in the sand? Several theories percolate among the fanbase. Runaway relic. A genuine artifact, washed down from some forgotten earthen flood or misplaced by local rustlers, drawn inland, and lived on as raw, serendipitous set decoration. Purposefully planted. A producer gesture to kickstart a treasure hunt storyline, giving Duane and crew an excuse to excavate, hypothesize, and bond over a communal goal. Early foreshadowing. Inch-by-inch footage teased in promos, showing search parties, masked government investigators poking around, or map overlays, suggests more mystery ahead. Speculation floats that Season 5 will open with a multi-episode boat reveal arc. Archaeology meets reality TV. Subsurface sonar scans, old newspaper archives, local legends, maybe even radioactive anomalies. Anything to prop up that hull on sand as an anchor point. If this path is taken, the vessel could evolve to be the show's Season 5 centerpiece. 3. Dwayne's health, humor, heartbreak, and hard-day viewers of Blind Frog Ranch know the mantle of father, husband, miner, and podcast guest demanding endless performance. A fleeting visual in Season 4, Dwayne pausing mid-step, then smiling through a forced grin, led many to sense something deeper. Discomfort, fatigue, a health setback overshadowed by his known resilience. Behind cameras, crew whisper of Duane canceling podcast appearances on short notice, citing doctor appointments and rest. The aura of exhaustion, perhaps creeping arthritis from heavy mine work, perhaps early signs of age-related joint wear, seems changed from previous seasons. No off-camera leak has confirmed diagnosis, but producers silently shifting focus onto other ranch hands during heavy lifting scenes speaks volumes. Season 5 could well embrace this. A subplot showing Duane negotiating limitations, leaning more on son Tim or wife Heather, testing scooping machinery in lieu of manual labor, would deliver heartfelt authenticity. It could be the show's emotional fulcrum, grounding its eccentricities in human experience. Show Skepticism. When camp meets controversy is a hybrid show. Blind Frog Ranch flirts with the boundary between authentic and directed. Industry insiders call it reality-based improv, where moments are likely produced under real ranch life but edited for drama. As speculation mounts for season 5, so does the cynicism. Will it dig deeper into real history, or double down on splashy theatrics? Signs of staged moment fatigue emerged in season 4. A recurring dream vision sequence shows Duane in slow motion, silhouetted against sunrise, artistic but overly cinematic. Other scenes, such as a dramatic night search for the missing goat, felt more orchestrated than spontaneous. Fans labeled it Camp Ranch Online, likening abrupt shifts in tone to comedic horror web shows, complete with filter overlays and dramatic voice-over builds. For season 5, the central question emerges. Will producers embrace transparency, presenting more raw footage, bloopers, real-time exhaustion, existential monologues, or lean further into set pieces, torchlit nights, treasure troves, local cursed folklore? The answer likely lies in producer interviews and network positioning in the coming weeks. Community response. Hardcores versus detachment online forums reveal two camps. The die-hard believers, who savor every cave dive and drone shot vista, are eager to see more interactive mystery. Boat digging, cryptic maps, his and hers geocache hunts, setting is compelling terrain, and season 5 should embrace mystery documentary plus father-son bonding. The show's skeptical crowd, in contrast, expresses fatigue. They call for less hype, fewer forced quests, and more of the ranch's quiet. A comment thread titled "Ranch Without Stunts Loses Half Its Charm" summed it up. Real-life ranch living is compelling enough on its own. The extra production sheen cheapens it. Producers face a balancing act. Lean into tropes, boat excavations at midnight, flashlight tags, voiceovers, or pivot toward grounded storytelling. It remains unclear which path season 5 will choose. Season 5 speculation. What might unfold? Balanced speculation yields a possible season 5 arc broken into 3 parts, episode 1 to 3. The Boat Awakening. Opening aerial shots zoom past dusty dunes to reframe the boat as central. Initial scans, ground-penetrating radar, interviews with local historians. Glimpses of old news clippings hint at a missing fisherman, stolen goods, maybe illicit cargo. Episode 4 to 6. Deeper down and lay of the land. Dwayne, adapting to muscular strain, opts for drone-based surveying. Heather and Tim enlist a historian. Side venture follows cattle roundups and environmental checks. Ranch under weather strain. Dust storms, heavy rains, force everyone indoors, heightening boat-centered tension. Episode 7 to 9. The true cargo recoveries begin. Personal effects, cargo crates, maybe cannery relics. Discovery of serial numbers ties the hull to a 1940s accident at Lake Ballina. Crew splits, one seeking historical truth, the other chasing viral-ready treasure dip footage. Episode 10 to 12. Resolution and reckoning. Official permission to tow or preserve the boat. The ranch may host a public display. Dwayne's physical limits collide with emotional stakes. Boat recovery becomes more than show hype. It's legacy work. Final act sees the boat hauled away or partially reassembled, maybe ending with Duane on its prow, silhouetted again. But this time in quiet reflection. 7. Duane's health. A human story grounding mysterious subplot richer than any treasure dig might be Duane's adjusting reality. If health issues are real, arthritis or persistent pain, a season 5 arc of him refusing the kind of heavy lifting he's done his whole life opens a new character dimension. Equipment becomes proxy, son Tim becomes tool operator, wife Heather enters into cooperative partnership. Off-camera sources suggest Duane quietly invested in hydraulic systems to reduce physical strain. Viewers might see doc appointments, health checkups, admit-alone scenes where he contemplates his physical future. A brief scare, perhaps a full or sudden pain episode in episode 5 that forces the crew to take real safety seriously. A pivot moment, acceptance. Drone-assisted surveying becomes a satisfying alternate employment, opening the door to a new branded angle, a Blind Frog Ranch drone expeditions division, maybe even a spin-off opportunity 8. Community division. Loyalists push, skeptics nudge. The hard believers are already collecting clues. The hashtag #BotonTheDune circulates with self-made concept art. A ranch documentary podcast even proposed charging fans to help dig the boat, suggesting a fan participation web special. These superfans hope the network greenlights a boat launch event, live-streamed on prime time. Skeptics, meanwhile, peer dubiously. They twit of shameless editing, tracking remarkably clean truck tires on dusty roads. They note that certain ranch sequences have compasses magically aligned to camera placement, evidence of staging. A growing contingent petitions production to skip the theatrics, go full documentary style. Fly on the wall, day in the life shoots with no scripted voiceover. Both audiences wield influence. Producers might sense a dual-track path, 2 simultaneous edits, 1 theatrical cut for Hulu or Peacock, 1 stripped cut for Discovery Plus. Another possibility is bonus content segments with behind-the-scenes editorial, acknowledging fan skepticism through intros 9. Could Season 5 role ratio be the big pivot? One exciting direction is for Season 5 to be split into a main season and a raw mode. Fans imagine toggling between the myth-making track, boat treasure narrative, night fills, evocative soundtrack, and the raw ranch track, baling hay, equipment breakdowns, doctor visits, campfire reflections. 2 tonal tracks, same footage, but vastly different experience. This would honor both tribes, the myth hunters and the ranch purists. It would position Blind Frog Ranch as a pioneer in dual-mode reality storytelling.